I know my mom thinks I'm crazy, but Rocket was definitely afraid of those yellow flowers. When something like that happens, you just have to train him to get over it. But I definitely think it was the yellow that scared him.
So before they decide which horse to take to the regionals, they must first determine if Rocket really is afraid of yellow flowers.
We've got orange flowers, we've got yellow flowers, we have a yellow target, we have yellow marigold, we have yellow straw, we have lots of yellow.
Do you notice the new flowers?
So let's see if Rocket is really afraid of yellow or orange.
Horses are skittish by nature, and many of them will spook if they hear a noise or see something out of the ordinary. And at this level, a horse that refuses to jump over yellow flowers is useless.
Flowers, flowers, flowers everywhere. He looks fabulous.
So it turns out Nico is totally crazy, and Rocket is totally fine with yellow. Still, Nico can't decide.
Choosing between Rocket and 007 is a little difficult because they're both such nice horses, and Rocket's been really good lately, so we'll just have to see what happens at regionals.
The drama goes on.
Nico isn't the only one scrambling to get ready for a regional qualifier. 15-year-old Maggie lives in New Hampshire and often trains her horses by herself. But sometimes she needs help from the pros. Her horse bucked and refused to jump at the last big show. He has to pull it together, or Maggie won't make it to the Maclay final.
At the Hamptons, my equitation horse Peter Pan, he didn't go the best or as good as he normally does.
That's the last time we're going to watch him go like a complete dog.
So we thought it would be a good idea to send him to Heritage before regionals.
And then he's going to stay at Heritage right through the regionals and right through the finals because he's been a loser lately, and we got to keep that from happening.
So Maggie, her mom, and Peter Pan make the 4-hour journey down to Heritage Farm.
When I open my eyes to a new day, something makes me think this could be the one. Everything will fall in place today.
So this is Peter Pan. If he lived here all the time, it'd be a little bit easier. They do a nice job, but there's some things that, you know, she doesn't always get to ride as long or as often as she would like to because of her schoolwork.
Trainer Patricia Griffith works with Peter Pan on his responsiveness, how well he pays attention to our signals.
He's a good boy. I mean, he understands his job. He just sometimes doesn't look to do it the first time you ask him. And I think most of that's from living in the backyard. If he was every day under thumb, he would be easy.
Peter Pan's tune-up at Heritage Farm seems to be working. But another rider at Heritage is also gearing up for the Maclay Regionals. Natalie is one of the top teenage riders in the country, but now she has a new challenge, her first year of college.
This September I started college, which has been really good, but I haven't really been able to practice as much as I need to, and I really want to do well at regionals, and I'm really hoping I can pull it together in time.
Don't rush. This is about the line here and then the distance. Yeah, Natalie won this regional last year. Right. And I think Natalie and Maggie stand a good chance to not only get in, but be very competitive. Know where he is. Know where he is.
But part of being competitive is putting in the hours and practicing every day. Taking each jump smoothly and perfectly means doing it over and over again until you get it right.
And I think that if I try to walk, I'd fall.
You're gonna get in, but barely. Because that whole round, you just kept you kept saving it. You kept saving it. First jump is too backward. You just went direct to every fence with no feel of the course. Okay, no good. Again, Natalie's a perfectionist. She really is competitive and she really wants to win and she works hard. I'd say her weakness or her downfall is that when it really matters, that she's often gotten a little bit cautious or a little bit careful. That was right. She's very responsible and mature, and I think that she's sometimes a little bit tentative. You basically crawled around that course, hoping not to make a mistake. You know, it's not competitive. Get in a canter, cruise around the course. They know you belong. Now, just put in a decent round. The judges know these kids. They see them at shows. They've judged them before. When you're at the national championships, there could be as many as 250 entries. out of that 250, there probably are 15 kids that maybe could win that class. Very, very rare, a complete unknown will jump up and win a national championship. Not saying it couldn't happen, but it's rare.
It's rare, all right, but Lindsay and LV, the long shots, are going to try to make it happen. In a sport where some teenagers own 6 or more horses, Lindsay has just one equitation horse, her best friend LV. Most of the top riders have big financial resources behind them. Because horse shows are so expensive, Lindsay can't attend as many as the other girls. So she and LV don't get as many opportunities to compete.
Tomorrow, LV will make his little journey down to Camden, South Carolina for the Maclay Regionals, and I am flying down tomorrow night.
Lindsay and LV have never competed in a Maclay Regional qualifier before. So can they hold their own against the top riders in the region? If last weekend was any indicator, they just might pull it off.
Last Saturday morning, I competed in the Maryland Hunt Seat Medal Finals, and I won, which was really exciting. LV was absolutely perfect, and I rode really well, and it really is good for my confidence for this coming weekend.
Fluidness.
Because she's the underdog, Lindsay is constantly battling her confidence issues. Last week's big win certainly helped, but she still has a mountain in front of her.
Good, and posting and lengthen down the side. Knowing that LV has a long trip tomorrow, we're gonna fine-tune some things. The judges are gonna be looking for Lindsay's position, fluidness of her pace, consistency with the distances or the takeoff spot to the jumps. When you get to the regionals and a tough competition like that, the courses definitely get tougher. The course designer will set the fences purposely close to the rail on an odd angle, so the horse has to really be focused and listening to the rider where they're going. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to handle.
The Maclay Regional qualifiers are just a week away. Maggie and her mom have returned to Heritage Farm to pick up her horse, Peter Pan. They're on pins and needles to find out if the last-minute training paid off.
Peter Pan's going to be going up against a lot of seasoned veterans for the Maclay, so he really needed some schooling. Hey, Fatty. Boot camp, huh? Is it good? Are you working hard, huh? I think he looks tired. He seems a lot mellower, doesn't he? Are you mellower?
Maggie's gonna get on Peter. He's been here for 2 weeks now. I've been riding him a lot myself, and we're basically working on getting him a little fitter and a little stronger and trying to get him muscled up so that his build is just a little rounder. You know, his neck muscles, his back muscles, he was just a little bit weak. And Maggie's very busy at home, and I think oftentimes she doesn't get enough riding time in on him with the school schedule.
Trisha's been riding him and giving him the business, getting him in shape so that he's ready for regions. We just have to get him back to little Peter.
Now a little bit of lengthening down the side and get him back in time to collect him for the turn. She's gonna just practice this course as if she was showing. Very good. Very good. That's how...
At the Maclay level, equitation horses jump a course of at least 8 fences.
Think about how to do this. Whoa.
While the fences aren't that tall, no more than 3'6".
Think about this ending.
The trick is to make the ride look smooth and effortless.
Really good. She should be happy with that. Her horse was really good. She said he feels better. So, excellent. Blood, sweat, and tears right there. Making him work, you know?
Yeah.
He's a good boy, though.
Peter looks wonderful. Much better. So he's going to stay another week. Really, he's making a big difference. We'll just give her a better chance.
Peter Pan looks much better, but things for Maggie are about to get much worse. Her mother